Hello, mighty companion. This is Earl Purdy doing your latest Course in Miracles lesson, which is Lesson 11. And Lesson 11 is my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I'll say it again. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. Your meaningless thoughts are showing you a meaningless world. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. So here we go. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world is the first idea we have had that is related to a major phase of the correction process. The reversal of the thinking of the world. Do you know that it seems as if the world determines what you perceive? Today's idea, my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world, introduces the concept that your thoughts determine the world you see. Your thoughts determine the world you see. Be glad indeed to practice the idea in its initial form, for in this idea that your thoughts determine the world you see is your release made sure. The key to forgiveness lies in the thought that your thoughts determine the world you see. The practice periods for today's idea, my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world, are to be undertaken somewhat differently from the previous exercises. Begin with your eyes closed and repeat the idea slowly. Repeat the idea slowly. Repeat the idea slowly to yourself. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. Then open your eyes and look around yourself. Look near and far. Look up and down. Look anywhere. During the minute or so to be spent in using the idea, my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world, repeat it to yourself, being sure to repeat it to yourself without haste, which means with no sense of urgency or effort. To do these exercises for maximum benefit, your eyes should move from one thing to another fairly rapidly, since your eyes should not linger on anything in particular. The words, however, should be used in an unhurried and even leisurely fashion. The introduction to this idea, my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world, in particular, should be practiced as casually as possible. This idea contains the foundation for the peace, relaxation, and freedom from worry that we are trying to achieve. On concluding the exercises, close your eyes and repeat the idea, my meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. Once more slowly to yourself. 3 practice periods today will probably be sufficient. However, if there is little or no uneasiness and an inclination to do the exercises more, as many as 5 exercises may be done today. More than this, though, isn't really recommended. So let's use the idea. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. Your meaningless thoughts are showing you a meaningless world. So what's a meaningless thought? A meaningless thought is a thought that takes you from the present moment. A meaningless thought is a thought of the past and a thought of the future. A meaningless thought is a thought that's not based on the present. A meaningless thought is a thought that's not based on love. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I say it again. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. Okay, Holy Spirit, listen to this lesson pass it on to other people, and just check out my website. Yeah, check out my website at www.earlpurdy.com, and let peace extend. Let peace extend from my mind to yours.